Yup. Y'all already know what time it is. We back at it. I'm back. I'm back. 1 second. We about to go into it. What's up? What up? What up? Top of the top. Rise and shine. The week is going fast. It's going real fast. What's up, Cozy? What up, my dog? John Shaft. Allen. I see y'all the first on the set. What's up? Well, y'all the first in the building. Y'all ain't doing any people here, but you know what I mean. Salute to everybody that's here this morning. Good morning, everybody. This is Net. That's right. Appreciate it. That's right. Morning blessings. That's right. Morning blessings. We're gonna start with that right there, Net. Miss Jackie. Good morning. You know, the positive energy is in the building. We here again. If you woke up today, you made it another day. So, you know, try to start your day off right. That's the most important thing. But what's popping? What up, Rondell? What's cracking? What's good, Miss LA? Yeah, we up this morning, y'all. We back at it because this thing called life is a journey. So, you know, every day you wake up, you get to participate in the journey. That's it. You stay on your path. You know, you overcome them stumbling blocks and you keep it pushing. That's how you do it. That's right, Miss Dot. It's hump day. It's hump day. We ain't talking about nothing nasty neither. We talking about it's the middle of the week. For those that don't know what hump day mean, because you'd be surprised. Some people still don't know what hump day mean. Some people think hump day mean you're supposed to try to hump on somebody. Anyway, once again, we back at it. I'm going to be bringing the information. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do. I'm going to be talking about TOREYLANEZ. I'm going to be talking about TOREYLANEZ once again. Y'all know this like this something like the saga continues. This is like a soap opera we watching, you know. I never seen some. I couldn't say I never seen somebody shoot somebody and just keep going on and on. My point is, I seen people with lesser cases than this and get time faster. But we know this is now like a soap opera. But anyway, TOREYLANEZ was briefly jailed yesterday. You know, he got locked up in court. I never really liked the TOREYLANEZ anyway, but who cares about? I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna get into this story. I'm gonna get into my opinion of it, but to me, TOREYLANEZ is boring. Anyway, I'm also. Oh yeah, also the leader from Black Lives Matter. She has something to say. She tried to rebuttal the story. She tried to put a spin on it. She tried to clean her image up. And we're gonna see what she really had to say and what she really was talking about. I'm also gonna be talking about something that is very serious, something that is taking speed, is speeding up, and it's now called the overdose epidemic. But the thing that's being said about this overdose epidemic is it is devastating the Black community. They say the Black community is being rocked by this overdose epidemic. See the wordplay? Before it was opioid crisis. They said the opioid crisis was a lot of white people dying. But now this overdose epidemic, they say this is dominating the Black community. We already know about the pandemic. C-19, what that's supposed to do. But these numbers are jumping and they rising. I'm going to get into that because all you got to understand is 2 years ago, before all of this started, it was a lot more people still around. Or should I say the population was a little bit bigger before the pandemic. And within these past 2 years, the population has been decreased a little bit. And I'm going to be talking about that. But it is called the overdose epidemic, and it's affecting the Black community. And this is said by the CDC. That's who said it. I'm also going to be talking about how they're now saying that 75 children have been gone missing from New York State just this year. And one thing we got to understand is a lot of the children that go missing, a lot of times now, it's not really covered like that, because some of them are labeled as runaways. So the runaways don't even get put in this category, but basically children are still being missing. Young teens, kids are being missing still. I'm going to touch on that. Also, a judge has forced Tasha K to delete a bunch of her old posts. She got 5 days to delete those dirty posts of slander Cardi B. Y'all know we live in the world of slander. But like I said, we live in the world of slander and playing with people's name. Today, you're going to pay a price. And I'm also going to be talking about the Harlem mother and her 6-year-old child that was walking down the block last week and got hit by a car because a car jumped the curb and hit both of them. And now the mother is pronounced dead from this accident. So I'm going to be talking about that. Either way, it's the For No Fame Live episode 143. And y'all already know what time it is. Salute to the chat. If you don't know what time it is, you check your watch or you just pay attention. I'm going to tell you. Good morning, Miss Deja. We here. It was a long night last night. Felt like a block party. For those who was there, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. We see what time it is. We see what's going on. I don't know where to start. Might as well start with this clown Tory Lanez. If I'm not mistaken, he's not even from America. Am I correct? I think so. But somehow it's like this fool always in the headlines too. He like another one. He like another distraction puppet. Always in the mix. This is the same one that was making a come up in the pandemic on Instagram. We already know this dude be wearing hair pieces, all type of stuff, man. It is what it is. But Tory Lanez was briefly jailed on Tuesday after a judge said he had violated a protective order in a felony assault case. You know the case where he's allegedly accused for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. And we know this is very controversial, but one thing we know, it is very promotional for both of them. Because as long as this case goes on, both of them will always be in the news. And we know neither one of them have made any outstanding albums. You might got they might got a lot of songs you like, but ain't none of them won no Grammys. They don't got no platinum plaques. I'm talking about full album. I ain't talking about no singles. They have not completed a full album from front to back that anybody can say that's a classic album. They got some real talent. I don't know nobody that could say that. Anyway, we seen this whole case dragged out. And we don't know if he did the shooting, if he didn't do the shooting, if Her friend did the shooting. We heard so many different allegations because guess what? That's what it's designed to do. Create a whole bunch of distractions and confusion. That's all it is. It's not about nothing. Now, y'all notice this, right? This is what I want y'all to understand, which y'all already know. Y'all noticed the past 2 weeks. Y'all haven't been hearing nothing about Ukraine no more, have you? You haven't been hearing nothing, have you? You haven't been hearing nothing about world news too much, have you? For people that listen, y'all know a couple months ago, I told y'all that the celebrities were popping back out. I told you that whenever you start seeing real stuff take place, you're going to start seeing all the celebrities trending. For the people that been subscribed to my channel, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I already said. Because all of this is a pattern. All you got to do is pay attention. Let's go back. And this is not to diss nobody, but I got to make a point. You see how mostly during the pandemic, you saw all of the underground rappers blowing up. All right, let's go back to Pop Smoke. Ever since it was locked down, it was all about Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey, stuff like that. What I mean, it was about independent artists. They gave the independent artists a chance to shine. But then you're going to see, the whole pandemic, the past 2 years, a lot of the independent artists had the spotlight. Then you're going to also see within those past 2 years, a lot of those same independent artists started falling. Mostly all of them got locked up. A percentage of them got killed. But the point of the matter, they was dominating the airwaves. They was dominating the news wave. The underground rappers, the independent artists, I'm talking about the Mo 3. I'm talking about, all of them. I'm talking about all the drill rappers, the King Vons, the Young Dolph, and a lot of others. The K Flocks. I'm just going to go on. I'm just showing y'all a point how you're going to see the past 2 years, the underground artists, the underground celebrities, or should I say the young talent, they was letting them dominate the airwaves ever since Pop Smoke passed away. And they knew a lot of things was going to be perpetuated during that time. So when you fast forward, and when they declared that they was going to shut down the drill music, did you not see the drill music shut down? I'm talking about as far as the publicity, not talking about the music. I also want y'all to see how many of the independent artists, like I said, they went to jail or they got taken out in the damn pandemic. Let's just rewind and let's just say before 2020, most of these independent artists was around doing their thing, whatever position they was in. I think also during the pandemic, this also when Young Dolph was admitting and speaking about how he turned down a $30 million deal. The point of the matter is the independent artists was getting so much money in the pandemic. You'll see that the celebrity artists, they couldn't get no money because they had to sit down. You started seeing them with gray hair. You started seeing them with, not looking like they self. They couldn't go on tour. They couldn't really do too much. They wasn't trending. It's like they went through a big ritual of being locked down. And all the independent artists was blowing up and taking up all the headlines during the pandemic. But my point is, you're going to see that when they said they were going to start holding all social media platforms accountable for playing drill music, what they actually meant was they was not going to be promoting it as much, and they was going to be shutting it down because the powers that be control the airwaves. And most of that music that was being promoted and perpetuated, that was the music really being used to stir the crowd up. So they let a lot of that stuff go on. They got paid off it, but most of these celebrities, most of these rappers and entertainers like TOREYLANEZ and Megan Thee Stallion, a lot of them are under big ass contracts. The Kanye Wests, they under big ass contracts. When we seen that, some of the drill rappers, was out selling the artists. Like 1 week, the Young Boys did more than Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti had did something like 40,000 when he released, and the Young Boys, they was doing 100,000 plus when they released. The powers that be, they already understood that this new wave energy was changing things, and it was going in a different direction. But they wanted that whole music to be promoted because it was talking about clips, extendos, drums, spinning blocks, killing ops, smoking ops. They let it go on. They was promoting it. They let it go. But as soon as they wanted to press the button, they pressed the button and slowed it up. Then they gave you back Megan and they gave you back TOREYLANEZ. So it's basically back to the regular schedule program. You started seeing Kanye West and Kim, all this nonsense trending again. You start seeing all the old heads popping out, 50 Snoop Dogg, because that's how they play the game. They put their puppets back in place. And the job of the puppets is to put you to sleep with all the nonsense. You'll see that none of them got no real good music, but they always find a way to trend because that's what they pay to do. You also going to see now, we already know that Kobe Bryant died also in the pandemic. A lot of people don't understand what Kobe Bryant really was doing off that court. A lot of people don't like the way he was doing business. He had a lot of big things going on. He was doing business with China. You know, Kobe was like a god over there, for those that don't know. Kobe had special programs empowering, you know, young teenagers, young women, teaching them massive skills in basketball. This is what Kobe was doing. Kobe was basically empowering women because, you know, he had daughters. My point is, it's certain things they wanted to perpetuate and illustrate, and they did a lot of it during the pandemic, but you got to understand one thing. When they want to put their celebrities back in place, that's what they do. And I told you it's called musical chairs. So they gave all the independent artists a stage for their own reasons. And when they wanted to stop it, they stopped it at the press of a button. That's why I told you sometimes they'll tell you what they're going to do before they do it, then they do it. So when you heard them say that they was going to be watching all social media platforms for drill music, stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you see them slow it down. And what I mean by slow it down, they stopped promoting it. They stopped letting it trend. They started locking them up, indicting it. And that's not talking about how many of them actually got killed. The man that killed King Von is still walking around. We watched that King Von footage forever. We still don't know what happened to Shitty Cuz. You know, the one accused of killing Nipsey. We don't even know what happened with Shitty Cuz. But we know that that whole story went on for weeks and months and months. What happened to Shitty Cuz? How did Nipsey get stretched out in front of his store like that in broad daylight? If I'm not mistaken, even the individual that wrote on Nipsey Hussle, the one that, you know, disrespected his mural, he passed away. The list is too long to name how many people got clipped in the pandemic, how many people got just you know, destroyed. We also could look at how many indictments it was during the pandemic. And indictments ain't nothing but mass incarceration. But I'm going to show you how it was certain things going on within the pandemic. And I told y'all before, everything was all about numbers. Numbers. Bodies was dropping. People was getting snatched up. A lot of back and forth crime. It was a lot of stuff going on. But when they wanted to stop it, a couple weeks ago, when that man came to New York City, Joe, he started campaigning. He dropped a lot of money to stop, allegedly, ghost guns. And then the mayor say he's going to be fighting crime and they're going to be putting a shutdown on drill music. And he was like, I didn't know about the drill music. I didn't know about it till my son told me about it. Nobody didn't know about it. Even though King Von got shot, all these things was trending, they didn't know what was going on. But anyway, that's not my point. It went from all of that back to Megan and Tory Lanez. Now back to the regular scheduled program of a case that none of us know what's going on, but they're going to keep dragging it out. We saw them both pointing the finger. And like some people said, who knows if the whole thing is staged anyway? Who knows? But we do know one thing. They say what? That whole Russia-Ukraine, that whole Russia situation, that they saying that stuff is still cooking over there and it's getting ugly. And it ain't just, it's other countries getting involved, other countries putting their opinion in the game. And my point is, they're not talking about that no more, because they want us to focus on Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Two people that didn't really do too much. And what else happened? Did Megan also not really blow up in the pandemic? Did she blow up before the pandemic or during the pandemic? Somebody let me know. I could have sworn she blew up in the pandemic, the past 2 years. She was around before that, but she didn't start really trending until the pandemic. And it's a whole lot of others that really started trending in the pandemic. But my point is, Tory Lanez was locked up. And the reason why he was locked up over stuff he was actually saying on Twitter and online. Y'all remember when Tory Lanez was clowning Megan, or he was saying his piece, or whatever he was saying, she a liar? When he was verbally expressing himself online, that's what he got locked up for. That's when they say he violated the protective order. Being that he going to court for this particular this particular charge, he was not supposed to be speaking anything towards her or with her name. You know how people go online and they start talking jazzy, they start talking real spicy. People go online, they want to throw their shots and keep talking and talking. That's what Tory Lanez is doing. So being that he was talking against the woman he allegedly shot, he kept her name in his mouth. He kept speaking about the situation. And that is what led to him getting arrested in court yesterday, and he got put in jail for a little while. He got spanked. They say he bonded out on a $350,000 bond. But if Tory Lanez would have just shut up, he wouldn't have got locked up yesterday. And like I said, we don't know if it's real or not. Me personally, I never seen somebody get shot in the foot, leg, and then walk around like nothing, like it's all good, dance, do all type of stuff within that same year. Now, I know about injuries, all right? So I'm going to tell you, like, even with a foot injury, especially at that close caliber, first of all, some of the most vital, you got a lot of vital veins in your foot, for one. For two, that's all bone. So them bones are going to have arthritis once they get shattered for a minute. You're going to have arthritis forever. But my point is, even if you've been shot in the foot, it's going to take at least 6 months to a year to actually be like walking correctly. You still going to have that little limp. You still going to have that little bop. You ain't just going to be able to, like, if she put on heels, she's a female, she put on heels and she been shot her foot. You know how much that hurt her damn feet? It's no way in hell she'll be able to walk regular. I know that much. Sometimes if you got shot in your foot, sometimes your foot is swole up. I got a homie, he got shot in the foot a long time ago with a 45 bullet. Every sneaker he had to wear, he had to take the inside pad out. You got to remember, when you're walking on the foot like that, every now and then that shit going to swell up. So, and that's after a couple of years, your foot will still do that. So for her to get shot in her foot and still be doing all the stuff she been doing, hands on the knees, shaking ass with her thighs, all that, whatever she be talking about. The Popeye commercial, you see her strutting. Y'all see her always twerking. You always see her ass on that Instagram screen. Y'all know that. And I never really seen her act like a woman that was really hurt. Not even a woman, just a person that got shot in their foot, period. That's what I'm saying. Now I can see if she got shot in the arm, even the thigh. She could, recover real fast, but she went back to action real quick. And I'm pretty sure if you see her walk to this day, you're not going to see it with the bullet wound limp For those that have been shot, you know what I'm talking about. You never walk the same once you've been shot in that leg, especially the foot. Y'all think your foot hurt if you got corns, or you think your foot hurt if you banged it before somewhere. You got to imagine how it feel when a bullet go through your foot and hit them bones. And if you know, they love to take pictures. They love to take pictures. If she got shot in that foot, allegedly, you would have seen a whole lot of bloody pictures, because I told you there's a lot of veins in that foot. You would have seen a whole lot of blood, crazy blood. And you also would have seen after she got shot, you would have seen a nice bullet wound in her foot, a nice one too. Because it was close range. It was close, meaning if it happened in the car, that means that was a bullet that went close. Now, let's think about it for those that don't know. If, you know, a person is shot with a bullet from far away, it's still going to leave a hole. It's going to leave some type of mark. If you get shot with a bullet at close, the closer you are, the bigger the wound or the uglier the scar going to be. And the more stitching they're going to have to do. So I'm not saying she lying, and I damn sure ain't taking Tory Lanez's side, but it's some suspect activity going on within the whole thing. And maybe they both could be in on the whole plot, playing all of us. Who knows? Because they say they on the world stage, and it's their time to take the stage. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You can get shot in your foot with a 22, and it's going to be hectic. I'm telling you, that shit is going to hurt. When them days when it rain, your foot going to be throbbing. I ain't never see her walk with a limp. Did anybody ever see her walk with a limp? Did you still see her squatting on, squatting on, putting pressure on that foot, dancing? You ever seen her do that? That'll hurt too. So anyway, I don't believe she got shot, but that's my opinion. But maybe she did. I don't know. I don't want no trouble. But both of them to me are suspect, and I don't trust neither one of them. Because they love to play games with our brain. So anyway, Tory Lanez, he got locked up. And he's out on bond once again, but he got locked up for violating the protective order that Megan had against him. So all he had to do was just shut up, don't speak on it. You're going to have your day in court. But he kept going on and on. You know, they was going back and forth. But being that Megan had that paperwork against him, he got locked up. Just like a lot of people that play with people's name and they don't know when to shut up, eventually they're going to get locked up too. Because you got to understand, we live in the world of these cyber games. If you pull up on somebody, like say somebody is harassing you, your family, and they keep running their mouth, if you pull up on them and you beat them with a baseball bat, you're going to go to jail for manslaughter. If you pull up on that person and you shoot them in the foot for keep playing with your name online, you're going to go to jail for assault, shooting an occupied dwelling. They're going to say you went too far. It's just the internet. Why you do that? Why you hurt that person? It was just words on the internet. So you can't win at that game when people playing with your name on the internet. These are just facts. You can't win. So some people, now I told y'all, they going to the courthouse and they putting charges on people. Because that's the only way to get to them. And that's how they making them pay. Making people lose their job. Making people lose their credentials. And these lawyers, they getting paid. I told y'all, they getting paid. I'm going to remind y'all again, because just in case any one of y'all go through it in life, or maybe y'all kids. One day your kids might get cyberbullied. One day your family might get under attack online. Well, the facts is these new crimes have now been acknowledged by lawyers, courtroom. Lawyers understand they can make a lot of money off these cases. And, you know, law enforcement also understands they can get a lot of money off these cases when they lock people up. Because remember, you get locked up, you got to pay a bond, you got to go to court. You get a court cost. So these cases are standing up in court. It's part of the new wave of internet games. Like Jay-Z said, if I shoot you, I'm brainless, you know. But if you clown me on the internet, you famous. what I'm supposed to do. So I can't pull up on you and do you dirty like I want to. So some people choose to do you dirty a whole nother way. It's called making you lose everything, or making you start from scratch, or messing up your name in real life. See, you play with my name online, now I'm gonna mess up your name in real life. And that's what's going on. That's just what's going on. So I tell people, which I always been saying, stop playing with people's name online. Stop trying to cyberbully when you know you're a punk. And you know in real life you ain't gonna say that, because that person going 9 times out of 10 punch you in your face. And some people, they're gonna smack you like Will. Some people, they're just gonna blow your ass to the sun, moon, and the stars. They're gonna blow you away when you play with people. But some people decide to deal with it legally. And even though when they deal with it legally, sometimes they just covering their ass. So understand what type of world we in now. Salute to the chat. What's up, everybody? I see y'all. Y'all already know I'm gonna get to y'all. Your boy is here. And that's it with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. As you understand, they are very boring. But we had to talk on this because this court case is like a magic trick. And every now and then they like to pull a rabbit out of the hat to see how far you're gonna go with the story. So I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat, do you believe Tory Lanez did it? Do you believe Megan is lying? Or do you think both of them lying? I don't know. What y'all think? Anyway, when it's, leave y'all comment when it's over. Leave y'all comment. I wanna know how y'all think. What y'all think about this? Also, back to this Black Lives Matter situation. The woman, Miss Patrice, she came out and she had something to say. She was trying to finesse the story because they got caught. She got caught. They got caught. And y'all ain't gonna believe what they said. Y'all not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. All right. Y'all see this woman right here, the woman of many faces. And let me say this. Let's keep it real. Let's look at her at the bottom. Now, you see that picture at the bottom left corner? That looks exactly like the picture that I showed y'all yesterday. Hold up. Let's go to the one from yesterday. It's the one from yesterday. You see that picture? I want to show you how a person changes their face. Like y'all heard of shapeshifters. You heard of serpents. How they can shapeshift and switch their face. I'm going to show you. Also, you heard about magic tricks. Look at her face right there. And now look at her face in every other picture. You see the different faces? You see the chameleon? Now, I will say this. Now, I kind of, look, this is no shot at nobody, but we got to break this down. Some women use makeup to be beautiful or to enhance their beauty. And then you got some women that use that makeup for damn witchcraft, for trickery and deception. So let's make that clear. So I understand why some men don't like makeup, because some men do feel like they get tricked. But just to clarify everything, because I don't want no problems, makeup goes back to our ancestry, just to know that. See, a lot of people think that makeup, it comes from a white man and it's black women trying to be white. No, you got to study your history. You got to know what you're talking about. Makeup goes back thousands of years ago. A woman dyeing her hair, that goes back centuries ago. Women wearing wigs go back centuries ago. You got to know your history. But a lot of y'all was taught to bash women. But we got to clarify it. Just clarify it now, bro. See? Some women, they wear the makeup and all that to deceive people. And you can see this woman right here is a master of deception and trickery. And in my opinion, she is a witch. You always got to watch that shiesty ass smile. Now let's look at the smile. Watch this. Hold up. You see her right there? You see her mouth right there? Now look at this Hollywood smile. That's the smile of deception right there. That's the smile of trickery. You see how she turned from dark skin to light skin real quick? Let me go back one more time. Dark skin, light skin. Then you know extra filters on it. You see the other picture, the top left-hand corner? She got the glow on that picture. She glowing. See that? Wicked people are the main ones that always altering their pictures and doing all this extra work. They always got to be extra. And I'm not talking about enhancing beauty. I'm going to keep clarifying that. I'm not talking about no woman enhancing no beauty. I'm talking about you got some women be actually trying to deal with that deception. They be trying to deceive people. And I'm going to show you how she's a chameleon. You ever seen somebody look different in every 3 pictures? I got 3 of her pictures. She looked different in each one right here. That's called magic. The same way it's a half a man troll that be online. They got a whole bunch of different faces. And the people with the different faces are the main ones that be starting trouble, confusion. They got a trick up their sleeve, but they never want to what? Show their face. It's okay if you don't want to show your face if you ain't bothering nobody. But if you're going to bother a lot of people, if you're going to do a lot of swindling, finessing, then you got to at least have the courage to show your face. See, it's a difference. Yeah, I want y'all to see the magic trick. It's the magic trick. See that? That left-hand corner, that's the real her. That's the real her. Look like Patrice from the hood. Look like Patrice from the block. It look like Patrice that you see in the corner store that want to talk you to death. That's Patrice at the bottom. You see? The right one, that's the African queen. Black Lives Matter. That's the African queen look. See that? In the top left-hand picture, that look like a dating profile. I'm just going to show you the magic trick, how these look like 3 different people. Now my line, I'm flying. Only reason why you know it's the same person because you see that mold. So you also can see sometimes that's the elevation and the progress. You see, let's keep it real. The bottom left, that could be when she first started out. She ain't really had too much. Then you see as time went on, she started getting, you also can even see her teeth are different. Look at that bottom picture, look at her teeth, and look at look at that Hollywood smile right there. You see the teeth difference? So sometimes this before the money, after the money. Because money can change you. Money can do a whole lot of things, man. But this woman deal with magic. That's all I'm going to tell you. But this is the same woman that's being accused for stealing the $6 million. And she's so slick, she had a rebuttal. I'm telling you, she ain't nothing to play with. She called the article. Now, the article was by, if I'm not mistaken, the New York Post. It was by a lot of credible newspapers. And one thing I want you to understand, you got to remember that it said in the report. The report said that she was under federal scrutiny. Not scrutiny by the media, not scrutiny by the newspaper. She was under scrutiny by federal, on a federal level. Anyway, but she took the time out to bash the article to throw everybody off, to make it like it's just the media attacking her. Let's check this out. You know, this particular woman, Miss Patrice, she called the article despicable. And, you know, the article accused her, or should I say that, you know, the article accused them of you know, basically taking the money, even though they showed themselves on YouTube, toasting it up, popping bottles, you know, smiling. Let's go back to that picture real quick. It's just a piece of the picture at that. It was more footage of that picture right there with her smiling. Matter of fact, y'all see that picture? Don't she look like a whole nother person right there, smiling? She look even more light-skinned. But that's her right there. Anyway, back to the witch. Now, she tried to bash the article, you know. And what she did was, okay, she confirmed that Black Lives Matter brought the property. But it was under another company, like I told y'all, called Black Lives Matter Global Network, a whole nother entity. But it's still tied in the same thing. It's just another way how they were spending their money, slick talking. And she tried to say that, this won't trip y'all out. Yo, check it out. She said the house they bought, she said it was to host meetings. It was for creativity, for them to come together for, you know, creative purposes. And, you know, she also said it was also to give them a broader space to plan their community actions. Basically, she tried to flip it and say that was an office building. That's basically what she was trying to say. I'm gonna cut the BS. She was trying to make it like that mansion, $6 million mansion, was really an office in a place where they was gonna do some filming and stuff like that. But y'all know when the news was announced, they said she brought her home, and she did not rebuttal it until they got on her neck. But I'm gonna show you how this woman is slick and very crafty and cunning, just like a serpent. She said that they brought the property under Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation. And it was so they can, basically big up their works. And it was somewhere where they can do community work at and create content, host meetings, and deal with creativity. And this is also what she said, y'all. She claims that the property needed repairs and renovations anyway when she got it. So now you see her trying to downplay the property. I'm telling you, they slick. Very slick. They didn't think they was going to get caught. That's why I say you got to show the visuals. Let me go back here. Did she look like she was smiling, having a good time? Did it look like they was having community meetings? Did it look like any of that when they was on the patio chilling? Don't forget to look at her face right there. That's the real her right there. But anyway, back to the other ones. All right. Now she said that she accused, the newspapers that spoke on this, she called them abuse of their platform. They was abusing their platform when they was basically coming at her and ridiculing her. She also claims that she been having pressure and fears that come with, constant white supremacy. And she be dealing with terror and threats. She said that's what she been going through ever since she was with Black Lives Matter. She been dealing with white supremacy, terroristic threats, and she been scared for her life. And she was scared. But do she look scared in this picture right here? When you see her smiling and laughing, do she look scared? Do she look like she was worried about any white supremacy? You got to understand, I told y'all the race card is profitable. Whenever you want to, get somebody off your ass, you just start talking about race. White people do it too. A lot of people play the race game. But you got to understand, she is the master of it. So like I said, while people was protesting, breaking in stores, burning down buildings, writing graffiti on the wall, saying Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, all this stuff, they was in the crib chilling. Or should I say, they bought the crib after all that happened. And then they started really chilling. But they had a lot going on because they had the crib and was trying to hide it. So I'm going to be real, we actually don't know how long they had the crib. You know how people post a picture, but the picture could be old. So when she posted the picture, they could actually already had the property. So we don't even know. The only reason why they really got caught was from that YouTube video. Seeing them actually use the property for other things. And remember, she did not step down until she actually got ridiculed for buying that house. She thought she was going to post that house. It was going to be all good. And she did not think she was going to face any scrutiny. Now she's taking, look, everything she did, she's not taking accountability. Now she's trying to flip it and say that the newspapers are being racist and she's been dealing with racism and all type of stuff. She also trying to say, well, since I stepped down, I don't know really what's been going on with the property. I don't know because I stepped down. But all you got to do is look at the pictures, and the pictures speak 1,000 words, and you'll see that this woman is a con artist. A woman of different faces, aka a shapeshifter. And that's my opinion. And my point is, whenever black people don't get their way, most of the time, they always got to talk racism. When they get in the bag, when they chilling, you don't hear that, none of that. You don't hear about racism when they about to sign a deal. You don't hear about the racism when the check get cut. We just went through this with Monique. Netflix is racist. They hate on women. Is Monique not about to work with Netflix right now? Because she think a lot of y'all are asleep and y'all stupid, and she was just using race for her advantage to get y'all behind her back. Because anytime you say racism, or this white person did it to me because I'm black, you're going to rally the troops. Troops going to pull up. Man, they've been playing this game for a long time. And can y'all believe this woman actually said they bought a $6 million mansion so they can talk about creativity, so they can do their content. Most people, I know people that do content in yo, let's be real. It's people that do content in restaurants. People do content in McDonald's. People do content everywhere outside. Most people do content in their car, anywhere. They saying they needed a $6 million mansion just to do their content and also to host meetings. But y'all know for a fact, they could have opened up a rec center. They could have opened up a rec center and did everything right in that rec center. Am I lying or am I flying? They could have got a $6 million rec center with multiple programs in it. Teach kids about, technology. Could have had sports teams, Black Lives Matter basketball league, Black Lives Matter step team, Black Lives Matter marching band. They could have had many programs in there. After school programs. But no, they don't want to spend $6 million on no center. They want to take some of that money and write it on the ground. Black Lives Matter on the ground. Messing up people's city, writing it on the ground in paint. That's where the money went. They spent the chump change on that. And then kept the rest of the money for themselves. So let's ask why they didn't build a major Black Lives Matter rec center, like the YMCA. Why they didn't make a couple of Black Lives Matter BLM centers? Because y'all know they full of BS. And that's why when they give y'all this money, that charity money, they set you up anyway because they know exactly what you're going to do with it. They know exactly what you're going to do with it. They know a nigga, when they get a lot of money, a nigga is going to get selfish. They're going to start thinking all the things they always wanted. They're going to start dreaming big. They're going to start accomplishing their goals. It's called going to Fifth Avenue. It's called, I could finally buy me some red bottoms. I could finally get me that Gucci bag. I could get that Maybach. That's what she did. And that's what they do, allegedly. That's right. George Soros soldiers. The foot soldiers, the ones that's going to take the fall, the guinea pig. George Soros, the king of the chessboard, and these are the pawns. Now, matter of fact, it was the pawns. They was more like the bishops, because they was the one preaching a false gospel and moving sideways, moving suspect. You know what I'm saying? The pawns was the people that was on the field screaming Black Lives Matter, because they ain't getting nothing out the deal. They the ones somewhere we don't know. We don't even know where they at. We don't even know what they doing. And now she got to make an excuse because she knows she's looking bad. So just look at them 3 pictures and you'll see 3 different people. It's not hard. It's not hard to figure it out. That's right. Black lives don't matter in that photo. That's right. They was popping. I'm telling you, they was drinking top now. They was drinking that Cristal. No matter of fact, I'm tripping. They was drinking Ace of Spades. They was drinking Ace of Spades, the big bottle, the $500 bottle. I'm tripping. They was drinking that Ace. I'm tripping. I'm talking about Cristal. Now they was drinking that Ace. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? The big bottle of Ace of Spades, $1,000. You know what I'm saying? It's facts. They was toasting it up. Let me bring that back. You got to see that smile. You see that smile on that woman's face? Boy, I'm telling you. And this came off of their YouTube channel, and she mad because they caught her ass. They caught their stupid ass. Look, for my people that make videos, she forgot to put the video on private or unlisted. She forgot about it. Just like a lot of people do. They do a lot of stuff online, and they forget what they said and did months ago, and they leave it up. It's called self-incrimination. Yeah, that's a fact, Rondell. They really think we stupid. Yo, y'all got to understand that, man. They really think, the so-called hood, they think they stupid. I told y'all, these people got degrees. They got degrees in psychology. They feel like because they studied the human brain and they studied the human thought pattern, they think they smarter than us. Let me break something else down. Some of y'all already know this. For all my people that had to deal with social service, a lot of my women, a lot of my, people, y'all know you had to deal with social service maybe one time in your life. You got to understand all of those social service workers, they all got degrees in psychology. They all had to take up a certain college degree. My point is, pardon me, they had to take up certain courses, and a lot of them have degrees in studying the human mind, basically the urban community. They are taught to study economics, but they are mainly taught to study psychology. And a lot of these black people, they think they got the hood figured out. They think the hood is stupid. They think the hood, man, y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of my, a lot of y'all, the women, the mothers, y'all know damn well it's times you went to that office and that woman at that desk acting like that's her money. She acting like that's her damn money, like it's gonna hurt her to just give you some extra stamps, give you some extra bread. Why they put me through all this just to get you? They act like that's their money because these are the ones they put in them offices, social service, because they put them there as the what? They're gatekeepers. And what else they gonna do? I'm gonna show you something else they do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These social service workers, a lot of times they're always gonna have their sorority plaque somewhere on that desk. They're gonna let you know they're in a sorority. They're going to have it on their desk proudly because those are the gatekeepers. They all went to college. All of them social service workers, majority of them have went to college. They already think they're better than you when you come in their office. For two, they think they're smarter than you when you come in their office. And that's why they give you a hard time and they'll never try to help you. You always notice they'll give you a hard time before they help you. Now I will say the good social workers, the ones that really understand and have compassion, those are the ones that will actually try to help you get everything you need. But you got to also understand that the government has many different programs to help people, but these gatekeepers, they don't tell you. Their job is not to tell you about all of the programs. So when you come there, they give you a hard time and they're really trying to push you away. But when you come there to social service, you're really supposed to lead there with all the help you need. But these gatekeepers, they think they know how the black community works. And they also are the spies. When you go to them, they go tell the boss everything you got going on. That's what I told y'all about how this whole program goes back to the civil rights era. Lyndon B. Johnson. When they started making it okay for blacks to get welfare too. And they started putting people like this in position at those jobs. And they started telling people that you can't have a black man in the home. You can't have a father in a home. You want these benefits, no father in the home. And this is how they started spying on our household. Am I not lying? Anybody that's dealing with social service right now, do they not want to know all of your business? How much you got in the bank? How many bank accounts you got? They want to know how many cars you got. They're all in your business. That's how it's designed to be, because these social workers are actually the spies that report back to their boss that tell them everything you got going on. And this is how they do a tally, or they do a statistical database and say, well, these people are living like this. We have this many people that came to social service that have this many people in their household, and they have this much of finances, and this is how they live, and this is how they do all these statistics. But you're always going to see they use the black social workers to do all the dirty work. They do all the work. And I'm trying to tell you how most of them have degrees. They got degrees. They're not stupid. They have college degrees, and their whole job is studying your ass. So my point is, this is why when people like her get in a position, they think they smarter than you off the rip, because I got a college degree and you stupid. You don't know no better. Some of these are the same people that was online promoting, I can get you that PPP money. You got a business? I can help you. I know for a fact it was some of them women that was setting people up to do those loans. Remember, everybody didn't know about the loan, but you see it was certain people promoting it. And guess what? When they was promoting this behavior, I can get you that unemployment money. I can get you this. I can get you that. They made sure they didn't put their name on no paperwork. Some of them was actually setting people up, and they was looking just like her. I do taxes. I can help you start your own business. You always see them type of people online. Stop playing. That's how it works. That's how it works. So my point is, a lot of our people got set up. So we hear about all the people that got to go to jail or they facing time. They were set up by their own people. So I'm trying to tell you, they had people working around the clock. I'll tell you this. Let's go back a couple of years ago. Do you remember when everybody was online? It was always somebody online trying to show you a stack of money that you didn't know that was in your inbox, trying to add you as a friend or leaving you a comment. I can help you get this amount of money, and so. I can help you do this. I can help you do that. Those was all agents. All those is agents working, trying to set people up. I can help you with this. I can help you with that. I can help you make 30,000 in 2 weeks. I can help you make 10,000, 1,000 in a day. Those are all agents with fake ass pages. When they started that program I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's when they first started trying to set us up financially. When they went into the PPP money, now I bet you any amount of money, most of y'all have somebody come in your inbox and offer it and give you that offer. Those were agents working, trying to set you up financially. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. They was working around the clock. All this happened the past 2 years. They was working around the clock, trying to set you up financially. You already know about the people on the street was trying to set up the drug dealers. We know they was already doing that. We know people, the C19 numbers went up. Remember, we seen all them people on them trucks in them meat in them deep freezers. We seen all them numbers tallying up. Which brings me to the next story I'm talking about is the overdoses. This is a whole nother number. You know, I've been touching on some of this stuff, but I always peep keywords and I always peep what they be talking about, see? Because they talking riddles. They saying it is now an overdose epidemic. Do you know what an overdose epidemic mean? That means masses upon masses of people are going to be dying, and a lot of it's going to be called overdose. We don't know if it's all going to be overdose, but they basically telling us a lot of people are going to die. And a lot of people are going to keep dying, and allegedly it's going to be from overdose. So when I seen a story that says it's an overdose epidemic, and they said it is devastating the Black community, meaning it's rocking our world. So you jump out of everybody that's listening to this, everybody that's here, everybody that's still, in your block, your neighborhood, your community, we are the ones that made it through the pandemic, through the C19. We made it. As soon as you made it through that, now they're telling you about the overdose epidemic. It's a whole nother fight now. But we already know we don't get high, so we ain't got to worry about that. But some of us got family that get high. We got friends that get high. And a lot of time it ain't even high. Let me break this down. Let me keep it real. You might be experiencing some pain. You ask somebody, you got something for this, my back been killing me. I was in an accident before, or I had a baby, I had an epidural, my back killing me. You got a pain, man, you got something. Somebody give your ass a tainted Tylenol pill. Y'all know I broke the story about how they got the fentanyl pill that looked exactly like a Tylenol. You can take that Tylenol pill, it's laced with fatty, and you die right there, OD. Maybe that could be how some of these numbers are going up. You might be going through that same type of pain. You got to go to work. Leg been killing you. Your friend got perks. You call your friend up, got one. You got any more of them Percocets? The whole time, you ain't even know your friend got Percocets. They got a couple of real ones, and they got a couple they got from the street, and you get a bad perk, and you die. Overdose. So when they tell us that it's an overdose epidemic, what that actually means is those fake pills, those bad pills, they already in the hood, circulating. That's how they talk, two ways, like snakes. Not only have people died from it, but they also letting us know they're in the hood right now. They're already circulating. They're already in rotation. They don't tell you about the drugs before they dominate. They tell you about the drugs while the drugs are already dominating. So they said that out of all the people, let's keep it real, out of all the people that get high, all the nationalities, they said it's an overdose epidemic and it's devastating the Black community. So now I see now that drugs pick and choose which hood they go to and which people they overdose on. That's what it sounds like to me. Like drugs are now picking and choosing their battles, who they gonna make OD and who they not. Because they said all these numbers are on the Black community. And I'm gonna say it again. Y'all know months ago when I told y'all how an individual came in my building, came in the chat and said, that's why we're going to give all your people fentanyl, and that's how we're going to win the race war. He said that months ago. I got to repeat it because some people didn't hear me clearly. Some people wasn't there, and some people just don't believe what's said on these airwaves. Man outright said that. And now we got proof. And mind you, I understand how they work. What you got to understand is what else? Joe just announced last week the borders are open up. Who's going to be coming over here from across the borders? Where did they say all the fatty come from? All the dope with the meth? Where they say all this coming from? Where are all of these drugs coming from? Where did they say they were coming from? Now, they said that fentanyl was made in a lab in China. They said that China does business with Mexico, allegedly. They said because they can't ship it here to America, therefore, they have to ship it to Mexico. And they said the Mexican gangs bring it over here. But don't forget, the border's about to open up, which means they're opening up the hell gates, allegedly. The hell gates, the floodgates, they're going to open up. For those that pay attention, you know we broke the story about how they already got little kids, 13, 14 years old, training with rifles and shotguns, target practicing. And they already said how these young boys are protecting the poppy fields and all of that. People don't know right now as we speak. You don't know right now as we speak. Mexico is in chaos right now. The gangs are uprising. Do you remember the same thing Trump was trying to stop with the gangs, how they was wilding out, taking over Mexico, shooting it up? Guess what? They back at it again. It's back lit over there in Mexico. That's all you got to know. One of the Mexican cartels broke into the jail, freed their homeboy from the jail, shot the jail up. They over there tearing up Mexico. They're trying to make it like Mexico don't have no control over their streets no more. So while all this is going on, your man Joe said he about to open up the borders. While all this going on in Mexico, he's going to open up the borders. Common sense, 1 + 1 = 2. What does that mean if he going to open up the borders? That means that cup going to spill over. The cup that's in Mexico is going to spill over. And guess where it's going to spill over at? So when they say that the overdose epidemic is devastating the black community, you got to know exactly what they're talking about. Obviously, they know it's a certain amount of drugs that's waiting somewhere that eventually are going to make their way to your neighborhood on top of the drugs that's already there. And they let you know ahead of time, basically, a lot of your people, they're going to be overdosing. Because everybody already been tricked and try to be like a rapper, and they want to turn up. And Kodak Black told you he took the perk even though he knew it was fake. What pill you think he was talking about? He's talking about a lace Percocet that'll make your ass overdose. That's what he said in the song. That's what they play on the radio. That is the promotional song to make your child OD or your people's OD. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So now they said it's an overdose epidemic, and they said it's devastating the black community. Now, we do know that the opioid crisis, remember the same, they play name, it's the same damn drug, but they're going to change the name. The opioid crisis, they said that affected most white families. And then some people will say that the opioid crisis was payback on, you know, what they did to us with crack. Some people would say that the opioid crisis was a way they was trying to kill poor whites. A lot of people said a lot of things. It's all alleged. But all you got to know is we are now in the overdose epidemic. And I'm going to be real. Since this pandemic, I do know a couple. I can say I heard about through friends, through close people. I heard of at least 5 people ODing. I'm talking about all different ages. Nobody was over 40. Or I say they died under mysterious causes. People in their 30s, late 20s, women, men. Some of them, all they did was smoke weed. Under many different circumstances, a lot of people just woke, you know, they didn't wake up. They just ended up dead, slump. So I know this has been going on. That's all I'm saying. So all you got to know is understand that they saying that we are now in an overdose epidemic, and it is devastating the black community. And they said, and this is being said by the CDC, the same one that give you reports on the C19 numbers. They're the same ones giving you the report on this overdose epidemic. So this is reported by the CDC. These are the numbers. They said from October 2020 to October 2021, 105,752 people have died, black people. Now, those numbers could be way bigger than that, allegedly. And we got to understand that only happened within a year. It only happened from within October 2020 to October 21. That's not counting how many people have passed since November 21, December 21. You know, we in 2022 right now. So that has nothing to do with November to April. Those numbers ain't even tallied up yet. And now they telling us the numbers about to start rising a little bit more because now we in an overdose epidemic. Not an opioid epidemic, an overdose epidemic, which means a lot of people are going to be ODing. Like I said, remember I was showing y'all how the girl got caught with $3 million worth of fatty and all these double. I've been telling y'all about all those drug busts. But for my people that really know the game and know how the game get down, what they always say, they'll knock off a couple of people and then they let the mother load come in. That's how the game go, allegedly. I don't know about the drug game, but I'm just talking. Sometimes they let a little bit go through. They knock off a lot of people. The scapegoats, yeah, this will be the war on drugs. We're going to lock up this girl that's going to Cleveland with $3 million worth. We're going to knock them off on the bus. You've seen all these lockups with people getting caught with 25,000 pills. Told y'all about the $1 billion worth of drugs they caught in Florida. See, they'll catch a certain amount. But you got to understand how the game get played. After that, the mother load come through. And just so happened the borders of Mexico opening up, and maybe the mother load about to come through. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe the mother load is about to really come through, and that's why they're going to sit here and tell you it's an overdose epidemic. But you got to remember this too. You got the choice to get high or not get high. So if you get high and you die, that's on you. And I'm also going to say, if you in any type of pain, you better get your ass some Advil, something like that. You better get some Advil, some Aleve. You better get, you know what I'm saying? You better get some BC or something. All I'm going to tell you is this. Don't be taking no pills off from nobody. I don't care if it do say Tylenol on it, because they got fake Tylenols. Look, it got the stamp on it, the same design and everything. And the whole time that pill laced with fentanyl and cocaine. That's all I'm telling you. And part of the reason why they do that is easier to smuggle it into the country. Yep, they've been doing that back in the days. For every 3 ships they stopped from coming in, 5 was coming on the way. Let me find out you know something about the game and that. I'm just messing with you. But that's how I go. Because that's why I tell people the game is over, so I can talk about it. It's over with. It ain't going to work no more. They control it all now, allegedly. That's all I'm telling you. They know what's coming in, and they know how many people are going to die from what's coming in. Because they know they know where the stuff was made at. They know what's in it and all that. That's how they can say and tell you. I told you, they always give you fair warning to your face. It's just that you so scared, you think about the Illuminati and you think they dealing with all these secrets. No, a lot of time they tell you in your damn face, you was just worried about Tory Lanez and Megan. You ain't hear when the story broke, you ain't paying no attention because you was worried about Tory Lanez. But they told you what they was going to do, because they also got to warn their own people. But this particular story, they said, the CDC said the overdose epidemic is devastating the black community. 100,000 plus numbers. And like I said, you might can add a 0 to the end of that. We don't know. They told you what? McDonald's serve what? 1 billion hamburgers a day. Did McDonald's not say that? Do they not brag when they serve 1 billion a day? If I'm not mistaken. You going to tell me all the drug dealers around, 1 billion people don't get served a day? 1 billion bags of weed don't get sold a day all across America? 1 billion bags. Just name a drug. You going to tell me 1 billion don't get served a day? So when I see numbers like 100,000 OD, in my mind, it's way more than that because I know way more people getting served. That's just my crazy opinion. Don't pay me no mind. All I'm gonna tell you is stay off them drugs. Because it's a chemical warfare. You took it out my mouth. That's right. Chemical warfare. People keep thinking they gotta use bullets, martial law. Look, whatever which way you think it's gonna happen, no, it's gonna happen opposite. That's why you gotta be on top of your kids. If you feel like your kids get high, man, it's okay to slap fire out their ass and tell them you need to get some help. Sometimes you gotta give them that smack to wake them up. You see your child coming in the house all high, smack fire out their face and wake their ass up. And tell them you better not be messing with no Fetty. I ain't promoting child abuse neither. So I'm gonna give a disclaimer on that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, you gotta watch everything. That's why I'm gonna be doing content somewhere else so I can say what I want out my mouth. This shit is lame. I ain't about to keep saying disclaiming the whole show. I ain't about to keep saying allegedly. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can talk reckless. That's right. Say no to drugs. And don't eat no edibles neither, because someone don't eat no damn edible that come in a package. Because you don't know where that package came from. You don't know. Trust me, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you want to eat edibles, make your own edibles, all right? Make your own edibles. But this is a war, and this is what's being said, y'all. So while you being distracted, this was going on. They said that the ODs are rising fastest among Black communities, and now it is now higher than the white community. All right, it is what it is. Also, a Harlem mother died after her and her son was hit by a car. I don't know if y'all saw the video. This woman was walking her son to school on the sidewalk, minding their business, walking to school. And a car came out of nowhere, jumped the curve, and ran both of them over. Now it has been announced that the woman died from this accident, this car accident. And the child, they say they don't know the condition of the child, but come to find out, it happened from a 68-year-old was driving in the street. Something happened to them medically, could have been a stroke, heart attack, and they passed out behind the wheel, jumped the curve, came on the sidewalk, ran over the woman and her 6-year-old child. And now the woman is dead. The person that jumped the curve and hit this woman and her child, they're okay right now. So it just shows you how they were minding their business. She was just taking her little boy to school, man, and got ran over by a car on the damn sidewalk. Cars belong in the street, but I'm getting ran over on the damn sidewalk. You taught to look both ways when you cross the street. Now you got to look both ways and all around behind when you're walking down the street, period, when you're on the sidewalk. That's a fact, Jeanette. I spoke on that drug ISO last week. That's a good point. I spoke on that. That's a good point. Damn, that's a good point. Damn, that's a very good point. You know why? Because they already told us. See, I told y'all, got to peep it. And that went over my head because I forgot that quick to relate that to the story. Remember last week, they spoke about ISO, how it's 20 to 100 times worse than fentanyl. Well, now we know for a fact that ISO is what's going to hit the community, which is going to be causing the mass overdoses. So when they say it's an overdose epidemic, we already know ISO is going to have a part of that. So thank you, Jeanette, for reminding me about that. ISO is a short word for isolation, which means you on your own. And also mean you're gonna be in that ditch by yourself. You're gonna be isolated from everybody. When you now tell somebody OD, they isolated from everybody else. Because some people like to get high in private. And when they pass out, they be by themselves. That's why a lot of people OD too, because they get high in secret. And when they OD and nobody around to save them or call a medical, you know what I'm saying? Call the meds. That's why a lot of people OD too, because they, there's nobody around to stop them when they having convulsions, seizures, and foaming at the mouth. They be by themselves. So a lot of times that's how they pass out too. And they usually get found dead by themselves when they OD, isolated. But that drug ISO, y'all can all look it up, Google it. They announced that last week. It's a new drug on the market, a new underground drug. They said it is 20 to 100 times worse than fentanyl. We already know fentanyl had people ODing, but ISO is 100 times worse. Either way, I'm telling you, they already told you these are the drugs that's going to be creating all these overdoses. So if anybody you know is a junkie, it's a high percentage. If they touch this drug ISO, they're going to die. Period. It's a very high chance. I say it might be shit. 90 to 100% chance. 80 to, if they touch that drug ISO, they're going to die. So maybe that's what's going to be happening the whole summer, because the borders open up magically the week before Memorial Day. So hopefully, when they come over here across the borders, they just come in to take family trips. Hopefully they just coming to chill, enjoy America and have a good time. Hopefully they're not going to be bringing none of that. Hopefully it won't be no El Chapo's coming over here. But that's that. That's the facts. That's what they're saying about that situation. The CDC announced that over 100,000 black people have passed away from overdose. And also on top of that story, they say 75 children has recently gone missing from New York State. Throughout the whole New York City, 75, and this is just from this year. 75 kids are missing. Don't know where they at. Family haven't heard from them. That's what it is. Y'all heard about how people was running around snatching people up in vans, all type of behavior. Y'all also know they've been putting that stuff online too, about people almost getting snatched up. Yeah, this is part of that agenda right here. Snatching up children. It's still going on. It also got to do with the sex trafficking. What else? The last story I'm gonna touch on, which is not that important, but the judge is forcing Tasha K to delete a bunch of her old posts. And the old posts, she had trashed and defamed Cardi B. The judge has given Tasha K 5 days to delete all of those old social media videos on all of her platforms. Any video she got slandering Cardi B, the judge wants Tasha K to delete it. So that's what it is. They lucky they didn't make her delete her channel, but they smart. Not gonna make her delete a channel because that's how she make her money. So they're gonna let her make her money, and they're gonna keep coming at her neck. They're gonna keep making her hide her money, fight the case, all of that. But they're gonna definitely let her keep making her money. They're not gonna, because she could have made a delete. She could have got a channel deleted. Honestly, she could have. But if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So she's gonna let her have all her platforms. That's all I'm saying. When you slander somebody, you lie on them, you play with their name, and you don't have no facts or proof, you can have your channel knocked down. You can have your whole social media platform snatched. Why you think some people get the whole Instagram snatched? The whole Twitter shut down. Because you can't just say and do whatever you want to do on there. That's all. If you're going to say something about somebody, at least have the facts. Hey, Miss Carla. Good morning. At least have the facts. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. Everybody does have the freedom of speech. But when you talk, you need to know what you're talking about, and you need to have facts and proof when you accuse of somebody of something, or you call yourself exposed to somebody. And now I told y'all that when you trying to expose somebody, that comes with a price. Sometimes the price is your head, or sometimes the price just it might just be what's in your wallet, like the commercial. That's all I'm saying. And last night, if you wasn't there, boy, we seen the slanderer get slandered. Oh my God! Hold up, we seen a slanderer We've seen a person expose themselves. You ever seen a person slander themselves? You ever see a person, you ever heard a person bury themselves with their own words? You ever seen a troll with a channel? Because some trolls got platforms and they dangerous. What up, Pone? For those who was at the party last night, thank y'all for putting up. And we had a good time. And we watched a person destruct and destroy their own self. And y'all know I've been campaigning this for a minute, for weeks, for about a month now. Ever since that defamation case, I've been telling people stop playing with people's names. But see, people will pull up and make a false allegation. They'll call this person, that person is fruity. That person with the rainbow. That person over there, they dirty. That person over there is a woman beater. And come to find out, the person that's saying all that, that's them. They talk about their damn self. Y'all know how I go. They say, so as a man thinketh, so is he. So when you're always thinking about something, you're always talking about something, really, that's you. It's a psyche thing. It also applies to the hurt people. When somebody's always accusing you of something, it's really because that's what they're doing. Or that's who they are. So you got people that lie on one man, and then they'll go to another man that's really guilty. And all this stuff is over with, but I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all the pattern, and this is the reason why the black community will never come together. I remember I told y'all this, right? You got people that'll pull up and say, man, F them black women, I ain't taking up for them. And I was always taught that a nation cannot rise higher than this woman. I'm going to show y'all something else that was taught to me. You're going to see no matter what that white man go through, he does not disrespect his woman in public. Did you notice that one yet? No matter how they feel about their woman, you never see them disrespect, violate, talk bad about their woman in public. They're always going to keep that white woman on a high standard at all times. Y'all ain't noticed that, did y'all? Because they know it's about protecting a woman. Yeah, they let you play with their woman every now and then. So when you see a celebrity that's black with a white woman, they don't care because they know eventually that white woman is going to get all this money in the long run anyway. But that's not my point. My point is you're going to see allegedly white men keep their woman at a certain standard. Regardless, whether they thoughts, whether they, no matter what they, whatever, what you want to call them, they're not going to bash their woman up on a certain level. They're not going to let you smack them. They're not going to let you disrespect them a certain level. They're going to keep them in the highest standard. If they can hate that woman guts, they still ain't going to let you know because they know it's about perception and they got to keep that queen image out there. They got to keep that high standard image. But when it comes to other communities, they're gonna let you're gonna destroy your own woman and make her look like a piece of shit. I'm not picking it. I'm trying to show y'all it's about visuals. How some people hold their people in high regard and some people just don't. So when I hear a clown talking about he ain't gonna do nothing for no black woman, like he ain't gonna protect her, he don't care. He ain't gonna protect his wife. We hear a clown like that call other people clowns, nigga. That's the clown. I'm gonna let anybody disrespect my wife. I'm not trying to protect my wife. That's being soft. That's a sucker for love. We sat here and listened to a nigga that said he'll let his wife get beat up. We heard a nigga come online, this same nigga say that black people deserve this, black people dirt. You heard him always bash on black people. And it's the same nigga saying he let men give him head. The same man that got charges for beating on women. Oh, now I see why you don't want to protect no black woman, nigga. Because you like beating on them. Oh, you the same nigga that was out here burning black women. Now I see why you ain't gonna protect no black woman, because nigga, you don't even like to protect yourself in sex. You's a foul, filthy, dirty ass nigga, bro. And guess what? I don't gotta say your name because everybody know who you are. I tried to be cool. I tried to teach you something. I tried to learn you something, little nigga. Because you ignorant. You ain't want to learn nothing. And I told you what was going to happen, but you didn't listen. But I want y'all to see the mind of a sick motherfucker, pardon my words, y'all, that can have a YouTube channel, a sick person that could be in your inbox, a sick person that could be at your job, it could be your neighbor. And that's why I always tell y'all, watch everybody. Anytime you got a man that will outright say he know he's nasty and up here having sex with women, what does that tell you? He basically was a serial killer. Because if he had AIDS, everybody he hit with that dirty Johnson, they'd have been dead. Allegedly. But for a man to say it out of his mouth, that means he had a high level of confidence, meaning he was confident in everything he did. He was proud. But no, just understand, you are seeing a reflection of a person's mind when they talk in front of that damn camera. That's why I always tell you, people tell on themselves. Hold up. Hold up. This is a real situation right here. Like I said, some of y'all be messy. Y'all be fucking messy. Y'all be supporting a lot of this dumb shit. Y'all think some of this shit is entertainment, but really it's sickness. It's really sick. It's not entertainment. But I understand everybody likes to see a car crash. Everybody likes to come at the end of a murder scene and see the blood on the ground. They like to see the brains. I get it. I understand that. But there come a time where we got to be real. We got to stop playing all the time. That's all I'm saying. This is my opinion too. I get. This is my opinion. So I'm just saying, people are sick. People are demonic. It's disguised through comedy. It's disguised all type of way. That's the same way how mass murderer work. That's the same way as serial rapists work. They might be the coolest, the funniest. You sitting there laughing, next thing you know, that's a nigga in your crib that's about to take your life. Because the devil always come with a smile. Some of y'all, y'all gonna get what y'all deserve. Because you don't understand this thing called life. Think everything is a game. So that's what I'm saying. When we looking at a person that's sick, they need help. So if they need help, they should not be trying to get nobody advice. They should not be calling themselves trying to expose somebody. Nigga, expose yourself. I told you. Infatuate. Oh. So that's why you infatuated with other men. Because allegedly a man went down on your Johnson. And I never heard of nobody get head that was asleep. And I do understand as a man, when a man, you know, when that man downstairs stand attention, he wakes up down there and you wake up. 16 years old, for my people that know about school, you a junior in high school. And you know goddamn well when you a junior in high school, man, you already, you a dude, you already had a girlfriend by the 11th grade. Ladies, you know about 11th grade, you already had a boyfriend. Some of our women, some women actually had their first child at 16, maybe 15. So we don't want to hear that bullshit about I was 16, I was a kid. No, nigga. Some niggas shoot their first gun at 14. Hit their first blunt at 14. Hit their first blunt at 15. Hit their first blunt at 16. No, nigga. You know what you was doing. Maybe you liked it. And that's why you call everybody else a mook. Maybe that's why you call everybody else gay, because maybe you fighting your own self, my nigga. You got your own fight. But it's easy for somebody to call everybody else something when the whole time that shit apply to them. This is the same nigga I heard call everybody else dirty. You're dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty. The whole time he's a dirty dick nigga. Dirty Dick Steve. See that? Let me show y'all something that's sick. And sometimes you got to give people enough rope to hate themselves. Just because I smile and joke with you don't mean I won't smoke your ass when you cross that line. That's in real life. So that's why I told you I don't get worked up over people. Sometimes I like to really see people for who they are. And when it's time to hit the button, I hit the button. But what I learned is when you try to make peace, when you try to be bigger, man, people don't respect that. That's why I told you that's what got Martin Luther King killed. So I understand the game. When I sat back and understood how when you really try to make peace and come together, make people power, I said, people don't like that. I told her, bro, I said, people don't like you because you're trying to be positive. They don't like that. I told them months ago. I said, I feel like niggas feel a certain way. Niggas don't like the direction we going in. Y'all don't understand. See, every time we behind the scenes, we make a promise, say, yo, we ain't doing that dumb shit no more. People don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to deal with that shit. We say that off the air plenty of fucking time. What happened? Somebody keep trying to pull us back in. Somebody keep trying to throw a monkey wrench in the game because they want to distract us from what we got going on. They don't understand that what I got going on, I built this from scratch. When you niggas was doing what y'all was doing, playing around, whatever y'all was doing, and y'all might have had positive stuff going on, dropping y'all content, doing what y'all was doing. I was in my lane, nigga. I was grinding my grind. I just started going live like November. Y'all niggas wasn't paying me no mind. As soon as I started doing my thing, my morning grind, y'all want to start watching what I'm doing, worried about what's going on in my chat. I built this, nigga. I ain't coming y'all chat all the time trying to show salute, trying to pull up on y'all stage, telling you drop the link. I ain't do that on a regular. But that's what y'all niggas did to me. Y'all the same niggas want to keep watching my chat, and that's okay. But I'm trying to tell you, you can't watch what another man got going on and think it's going to be yours. Y'all, you got to understand, I built this. So my people that rock with me, I told them we family over here, so they going to always rock with me. Ain't nothing you could do. And even if I tell them to go subscribe, they don't like you, they ain't subscribing. That's just how I go. Some people too lazy to subscribe. Some people forget. Some people subscribe and they don't like what they see. That ain't my fault. My point is, I built what I got from scratch. I'm going to say it again. I have never been on a major platform. Let me see. What's the highest? If I had been on anybody's platform, what's the big? No. I haven't even been on a platform with anybody with over 5,000 subscribers. I'm thinking in my head to make sure. I have not been on no major platform, period. So everything I did, everything you see me doing, I do this from scratch. That's why I have a real community. That's what some of y'all don't understand, because y'all be so busy caught up in numbers. You think if you pull up and you just do what you do, everybody gonna pay attention to you, but they don't care. People rock with me for different reasons. I have conversations with people. We're on the same page. I told you, I told y'all this months ago, everybody in my chat is solid. Some of y'all been getting shaky lately, but y'all still my people. Some of y'all been getting shaky. And I'm trying to tell you the reason why, and let me tell this nigga this one time. Like I said, the reason why I had to take a nigga wrench, because the nigga was moving with the fucking ops. If you're going to have a beef with a man, I told niggas I'm going to stay out the way. If you got beef with a man, handle that beef. But don't have beef with a man and then you go around with another nigga. Don't call these niggas weird and then you go around with a super weirdo. Don't make allegations about this man, and this man you run into really got allegations against him. That's a whole nother topic of a discussion, a whole nother day. Oh, yeah, nigga, we got the background. We got the charges, nigga. We know your charges, Mr. 18 years. We got the charges. I'm capping right now. I'm capping. Freestyling, pardon me. But anyway, I told y'all everything I do is facts. We deal with facts. We don't slander. We don't bother people. We don't start it, but we finish. And my people, y'all seen it happen many, many times again and again and again. I don't start. It's just that people do stuff and they don't think you people or they don't think you're going to say nothing and then I become the bad guy. No. Bro, you shouldn't have been doing what you was doing. Bro, I told you niggas, I got a fucking degree in street crime. Bro, how many times I got to tell y'all? I got a degree in street criminology. I know everything a man in these streets can do, can think of, gonna try before he do it, after he do it. I know the end result. I know how to handle it. But a lot of y'all didn't listen. Y'all don't listen. You think because you get away with everybody else, you did this, you swift, you nicest, you the best. I'm trying to tell you, that's why I tell y'all straight up, I ain't the one to play with. But guess what? I don't start. I don't come in people chat trolling. I don't come in your chat unless I really rock with you. If I really rock with you, I'm going to come in your chat. I'm not going to come in somebody's chat I don't really rock with, calling myself trying to get me some subs up. I'm not going to come on somebody's channel I don't really like and call myself trying to get my clout up. But that's what some of y'all be doing, bro. And y'all know y'all be doing it. Y'all know y'all watch other people and then try to position yourself around other people's work habits. And that's cool. It's called friendly competition. I get it. But just don't think nobody don't know what you're doing, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to tell y'all again, I don't have no beef with nobody. Y'all was doing something. I caught what y'all was doing. I got a platform. I got a mouth, and I spoke on it. That's where it stopped. You ain't never see me keep going and keep going and keep going on a nigga. You ain't never see me sit here and slander a nigga, make something up on a man. I say what I say, and guess what? When people say what they got to say about me, do you see me crying? I know dudes be having my name in their mouth. I know dudes speak on me. I know dudes throw some subs at me. I don't care. And guess what? If I spoke on them, they got the right to throw their shots. See, I'm not a bitch. I could take what I dish out. If I dish you 1-2 times and you make 100 videos on me, I don't care. That's what you want to waste your time on. Like I told you, you're just going to keep my name in the algorithm. It don't matter. My videos are going to keep jumping, nigga. You free promotion. I'm not soft-hearted. I don't have no heart. When you see that fucked up tattoo on my arm from back in the day, that heart, if you can see it close, it actually says no love on it. I don't have a fucking heart. So I don't care about none of that. I told you, I only care about who I care about. I only care about what I care about. I don't have no damn emotions. That's something that was going a long time ago. So I don't cry. I don't got no feelings. I don't care about nothing. And I sleep good every night. Worry about nothing. That's just me. I ain't saying I'm better than nobody. I'm just saying I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, people are going to do what they want to do. We need to stop living in the world thinking we're going to control everybody's thinking. Stop trying to manipulate your own people. Stop scheming on your own people. The shit is ugly. It's nasty now. You know why? Because we got a whole nother agenda. They say most of the people going to OD any fucking way. They say most of the people ain't going to be around anyway. These niggas going to be dead or in jail or financially poor. So I don't got time to be playing around. I suggest you do the same. But salute to everybody that's been supporting. Salute to everybody that appreciate the content, that enjoy the vibe, and you know what I'm saying? And y'all part of what I be doing, what me and P got going on. Respect to all of y'all. Also respect to all the people, like I always say, that got their own channel, got their own thing going on, and still take the time out to acknowledge. You know, I got brothers behind the scenes. We chop it up. They give me my respect. I give them their respect. But the point of the matter is, everything ain't for broadcasting. Everything ain't a show. But what I will say is, you're going to see a lot of changes because change is a must. And people that don't want to change, those are the ones they're going to die off anyway. That's why when I told people that beef shit and exposed shit don't work, they don't fucking listen. Nigga, you ain't 50 Cent. The shit don't work no more. But guess what? When you call yourself exposed to people and then you get exposed, man, that's even better. People enjoy that. They like when the exposer gets exposed. They like when a bully get knocked out. I told you that. People love to see the bully get knocked out. And some of y'all have become cyber bullies. A lot of you cyber bullies, you got knocked the fuck out. So we don't care how many more videos you make. A lot of people that be watching you now, they're going to be trolling you. They're going to be laughing at you. They don't even take you serious. You know what that's called? That's called speaking on deaf ears. When you talking, they listen, but you really sound like Charlie Brown teacher. And they don't take you serious. You the laughing stock. So that's what some of y'all did. You played with yourself. You played with your name, and you desecrated yourself. So therefore, you are a walking joke. Good morning, Miss Kashana Brown. Gotti Savage. So you notice that too. Y'all, some of y'all that rock with me know that. You notice the past couple of days, every day we try to start out positive. What happened? Somebody go live after me and they start coming negative. They start coming negative. Niggas making videos back to back. Niggas put my picture on videos. Nigga, you the stalker. You's a fucking weirdo, nigga. You're done. Why you still taking pictures off niggas' page, nigga, when you already said a man gave you head? You's a male stalker, you's a male watcher, and then you gonna talk about this man around with another man. He's a male stalker that like to take pictures of men's private parts. So now I see you two niggas linked up. Maybe y'all got something in common. Maybe y'all want to have a meet and greet one day, nigga, because you niggas are suspect. That's what they are. They're suspect. A man talking about, and this man talk about everybody. This shit is disgusting. A man gonna talk about how he got hair from a nigga, but he was asleep. So was you playing sleep? When did you wake up, nigga? Why you ain't swing, nigga? Mr. Pull Up? You need to go pull up on a nigga that did that to you when you was a child. You another one. Allegedly. I'm tired of you niggas. Because I try to give you a pass, but you know what? I ain't hear that weirdo ass story. Nigga always talking gangster talk. Got something to say about everybody, but they the main ones don't handle their own business. Always talking about a female, and they ain't got no bitch. I told you that. These are the niggas that don't have females. And when they get a female, they want to go upside their head. Because she don't want to listen to that nigga. You be the same woman, you in the crib, you trying to tell her stuff. She like, man, you's a clown. I ain't listen to that. You want to go upside her head, nigga, because she don't agree with you. She don't see your whack-ass vision. She know you're stupid. And then you want to get mad. See that? It's a pattern. Hair from a man, beat on a woman, dirty dick, infestation. So the three things of your manhood has been taken, nigga, and you took them yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Oh, nah, Miss Queen. That right there ain't working, Queen. That ain't, Queen, I fuck with you, Queen. I'm going to be real with you. People be showing me stuff that you be saying and doing. And I'm going to be real. You be going back and forth with a lot of stuff, too. So I'm not going to put that on Willie Lynch. This ain't old against the young. This against real against fake. This is against people that's silent, people that's not. Let's keep it. We got to keep it all the way real. No. This ain't got nothing to do with no old against no fucking young, because I might be an older nigga, but I'm flyer than a young nigga, and a young nigga look like an old nigga. You dig? I heard niggas say they fresh, niggas say they fly, and nigga, that's the best you can come with on camera, nigga. Nigga, I don't even go in my closet. It ain't about no age. It's about right or wrong. It's about real or fake. It's about solid against jello. It's 24K against silver. That's what's going on. This ain't no Willie Lynch troll. I'm gonna be real, Queen, and I fuck with you. A lot of people said don't fuck with you. They say you a troublemaker. They say you all over the place. And I have seen you in certain chats. But I know you good peoples, though. But I know a lot of people don't like you. Just like a lot of people didn't like that other dude. People don't like a lot of people be on my chat. I don't listen. I see how they do. I'm being real. But this ain't no Willie Lynch. Because I don't hate on the young. I try to show the young love. And you could be a young, old nigga. Because old mean you wash the fuck up. And when you walk around and you probably done had a whole bunch of diseases and you done got hair from a man and you beat on a woman, you sound like a washed up old nigga to me. I don't have not one gray hair on my face. I ain't no old washed up nigga. They got it fucked up. But I know a lot of young niggas that got sunken in faces, dirty dry skin, dirty fingernails, ashy clothes, all of that. And these be the main dirty niggas want to see my face. Shout out to my boy Pone. Shout out to P. Shout out to my nigga call-outs. We had group chats and shit like that behind the scenes. Y'all don't know about that. Some of y'all ain't in the loop yet. You ain't in the loop. But the niggas that need to see my face, the people that need to see my face, they know who the fuck I am. I'm not here to entertain y'all, especially if you ain't never donated to me. You better not be asking to see my face. You can cancel that shit. Some of y'all just here for the show. Y'all ain't real supporters anyway. So don't get me started on that. I'm not the clown here to entertain people just because you want to be entertained and then you want to run over there and then run over there and run over there and run over there and niggas don't even support me for real anyway. I ain't part of that monkey show. I'm trying to get out of that shit anyway. So if you don't fuck with me or you got a fucking problem with me, anybody, you can unsubscribe right now and go run to them clowns. I'm solid. I don't play that. I don't care about none of that. Every day I'm thinking of a way to get out this dirty ass shit. That's why you see I got beautiful people in my chat. I got a whole new world. I ain't want no parts of none of that dirty ass world. You know, they call it the dirty section. Yeah, we all vibe in the dirty section. We all get dirty sometime. But I know the reality is that shit ain't gonna get me nowhere. So no, it ain't about Willie Lynch. It's about ignorance versus intelligence. And there come a time we got to put the ignorance away. We all indulge in the fuckery. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I know better. And I'm not going to keep feeding off that shit. But I notice every time I'm trying to do something else, they want to keep pulling me back. They want to keep going on. I'm just being real. A lot of y'all, I show love to. So the reason why I take that nigga wrench, because I got to take op wrenches. If you feel that certain way, I got to take the wrench. You know why? Because I got something else going on. I never tell nobody who not to watch. I always told you, I ain't who you watch. It's how you react with these people. Some of y'all get the co-sign these people. Y'all get to going a little too hard for me, and I just watch. I be like, damn. That's the part I don't agree with. You watch whoever you want to watch. I never tell nobody. And I know people watch people. I ain't never take nobody wrench. But it's not that I'm hating on you. It's just that I can't trust you to have access to what I got going on. It's just what it is. This nigga think he gonna throw shots at my, he gonna lie on my bro. He gonna lie on the homie. Run with these snake motherfuckers that talked about pissing on a child grave. What part don't y'all fucking understand? He was talking about pissing on a child grave that just died. What part of that do y'all respect? What part you don't get to your fucking head? He's supporting the same type of clown niggas. We don't support that. But y'all want to keep making excuses, giving passes, this, that, and the third. These niggas are fucking lame niggas that talk about pissing on kids, lying on men, calling them rapos, okay, talking about little kids, little daughters, talking about wives, talking about disrespectfully slandering. Y'all respect that? And want me to give a pass? Oh, but it's Willie Lynch? Because he dissed these old niggas and ran to that old nigga? They ain't got shit to do with Willie Lynch. And I ain't talking to you, Queen. You know I got respect for. I'm talking in general because this is a behavior that a lot of people are portraying. Y'all keep always missing the point. Everybody's so opinionated with excuses. The point is, if they would have just left that man alone when his son died, would we be having all these conversations? I told y'all many a times, see how I was in my chat, nigga. He was right amongst us. Some of y'all don't know that.
Because his son wasn't trying to put everything out there. P ain't no damn clout chasing off his son. P ain't no narcissist. His son was right in the chat right amongst us many times. I still got the lives, nigga. Y'all didn't know what name he was under, but we did. That's my point. Y'all don't know everything. Y'all think y'all so fucking smart. When I'm talking, sometimes you got to listen. Pay attention to what you got going on. So for that man to call that man his uncle and then turn around and stab him in the back and run with his number one op that disrespected his so-called cousin, that shit is not real. Because if he'd have got mad and held his own, like he said, I'm not going to come out, I'm going to leave it alone. He couldn't do that. He couldn't shut the fuck up. He said that one day, and then he just kept trying to come out. He just couldn't let it go like a bitch. And he came out his mouth, and he got dealt with. Because y'all want to attack somebody when they down, but when they up, you ain't ready for that smoke. I told you that. This man going through it, you see everybody attacking that man. But who did you see defending him? Who did you see defending him? Me? That's it. Did I keep making a whole bunch of videos? No. My point is, y'all keep missing the damn point. Maybe if somebody talk about pissing on your child death, or your child grave, or your aunts, whatever, maybe you'll be cool with that. Maybe if somebody put your address on the screen, you cool with that. Because I do understand both of these niggas did the same thing. I heard this nigga put somebody's address up before, and that nigga did it. So they're the same motherfuckers. This nigga got a charge for beating up on women. Allegedly, the other nigga got... they're the same niggas. So I don't want to hear nothing about nobody co-sign no motherfucking bust-ass nigga that in real life, I smoked them niggas. Disclaimer. So I don't co-sign no lame-ass niggas. And I ain't making no excuses because this shit just YouTube. Meaning, I don't got to be nobody's friend on here. So I can call it how I see it. But if we know an individual is foul that talk about fucking chicks with dirty dicks and he got AIDS and half from a man, what part of Willie Lynch is that? That ain't got shit to do with Willie Lynch. That got something to do with that nigga just nasty, period. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you understand, Queen. Yeah, we was cool, but guess what, man? Friends turn to enemies, man. Some people be cool for the wrong reasons, Queen. You know that. You know that. Some people will be your friend today, and they gonna hate on you tomorrow. You know that's life. You know that. Sometimes when we get done the most dirty, it's about the people that we called our friend. So that's all I'm saying. We gotta be real enough to say what's right and what's wrong. But I will say this, everything that's good for you ain't good for me. So that's why I go my way. I draw the line. Some of y'all straddle the fence. Hey, to each his own. And this is no disrespect to nobody. I'm just saying, these are foul individuals. They are foul. And what I mean by they foul, they lower than dirt. These people don't want to change. They don't want to change their ways. It ain't that they can't. They don't want to. And if all you got to do, I told you, all you have to do is study a person's pattern, study their behavior. That's who they are. If they slip up one time, cool. If they slip up two, all right, cool. But if that's their pattern, they always doing the same thing, that's who they are. It's no excuses. That's all I'm saying. You know, you've been around for a while. You know these niggas never even used to be up early in the morning. But you see niggas making a point to be up early in my chat every day, every morning. Bickering, starting beef with my people. How many times I told you that? I said I don't have none of that smoke in my chat. How many times I stood on that? I don't have no bickering in my chat, no beefing. What happened? Niggas brought that beef into my chat. Huh? People that been supporting me from day one, yo, fan, what's up with this? What's up with that? Yo, niggas disrespecting me. Now you coming and disrespecting my chat, nigga. You starting friction. I don't do that. What y'all call that? That's that messy shit. That's that messy, bitchy shit. That's what they do. You got to understand, the algorithm was different. 2 years ago, yeah, it was all that beefing. That wasn't a fucking pandemic. A lot of y'all niggas started your career in a pandemic with beefing. That was 2 years ago. That is now classified as the dirty section. I made my shit clean, nigga. So that's why I told you when somebody dirty come over here, you stick out like a sore thumb. People looking at you crazy. These are the same people that send me screenshots of people in other people's dirty section. They send me the screenshots. I'm like, I already know about that. I know. But like I told you, I understand some people like to watch a train wreck. It's not personal. It's about being real to yourself. You can support who you want to support, but you just making you taking away your own self-integrity when you support certain things. When you co-sign certain things, I say. Would you co-sign a car at a car lot that you know goddamn well a motherfucker ain't got a job? He can't pay for that shit. You gonna co-sign that shit? You gonna co-sign a house for a motherfucker you know ain't got no steady income? Would you do that? So why would you co-sign a person in life that you don't even know them like that, or you know for a fact they ain't got no real integrity? Why would you even co-sign like that? You can't co-sign people with your own integrity, with your own. If a person say they stand on morals, principles, they say they solid, why you gonna co-sign somebody that's shaky? That's all I'm saying. That goes for all of us. These niggas don't do what I do. We different. I ain't them. And guess what? I let them be. I don't mess with them. They always come over here messing with me. And this is what I want you to see too. This is the number one thing I want y'all to see. Usually when niggas link up and call themselves friends, you're always going to see 9 times out of 10 niggas only link up when it's beef. You never see niggas link up for nothing positive. If I'm lying, I'm fucking flying. Niggas link up under beef terms. So is that really friends? Answer me that. I'm going to take a pause. Now, am I lying? When have you seen Fame link with another YouTuber and it was a great show? 9 times out of 10, when we link up, it's always some beef involved. It's beef. I ain't stupid. That's why I say I indulge in the bullshit too. But like I told you, every time I try to get away from it, people don't want to let me get away from it. They want to come in my chat. They want to, when I go live with my show, they want to put their show right behind mine and in front of mine. And I mean, it's okay, man. I'm just saying, man. When I speak my piece and it get ignorant, don't get mad. Y'all should have stayed where y'all was at. And I did this strategically because I'm a strategic person. I specifically, look, I had my channel since last May. When I started going live in November, I specifically said, I'm going to get up super early before everybody else and do my thing. I seen everybody what slot they was in, what time, afternoon, evening, night. I said, I'm going to specifically get my ass up early in the morning, and the early bird get the worm. That's when I'm going to do my thing. And what happened? Everybody gets up early now. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, I know my lane. I know what I created for myself. And I know who try to get in my way and be slick. I'm the same nigga I came on the block early with the work, and then this nigga want to try to come out early and get on my flow when I'm in the store real quick. I know the games, my nigga. So when I boom at your ass, don't get mad. Get off my block, nigga. That's all I'm saying. I gotta break it down in nigga terms time. Don't try to do it. Don't try to cop block me at the club. I'm talking to the girl at the bar. I go in the bathroom. You want to start hollering up behind my back. Don't try to cop block me, nigga. That's what some of you niggas are masters of cop blocking. I call them haters or swindlers. Whatever you want to do, nigga. I don't do them. I don't play them games. That's all I'm saying. I keep telling y'all I ain't the one to play the games with. That's it. Just let me be. Leave me alone. And if you want some smoke, you're going to get it. You come messing with me. I don't bother nobody. You dig? That's why I told y'all, man. Y'all should be happy I got the mask on, nigga. Because if I take the mask off, I might just become a star. I might just be a star after that and blow up. You never know. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Let me stay in my lane. You do what you do. Let me do what I do. Don't worry about me. And everything will be smooth. And if you got some good content, guess what? I'm gonna watch your content. Period. I don't hate. I side with what's right. I side with the truth. I don't worry about no man and no woman. That's what we all supposed to strive for. What's right. When you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong. Just because you right 6 days a week, if you wrong one day, I ain't supposed to tell you wrong. I'm supposed to still agree with you when I know you just did some ass backwards shits, some foul shit. I'm supposed to still agree with that shit? No. When you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong. If I acknowledge your wrongs, I got to be a man to acknowledge when you right. That's called dealing in the truth. What's so hard about that? That's all I'm saying. Why we gotta co-sign weak, but why we gotta co-sign foul behavior and shit we know ain't real? You already got to do that your whole life. When you see people and you know they got a plot to destroy your whole people, and you got to sit there and smile on their face and punch that clock. You got to smile. Everything you do, you got to keep a fucking smile on while you getting a foot up your ass. Some people tired of playing that game. That's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Like I said, when I say I got love for my people, I got love for my people. That's why I do what I do. But I understand it's a percentage of my people that are always going to suffer from a lack of knowledge. And when you suffer from a lack of knowledge, that only equals to your own destruction. You're going to die. And there's nothing I can do about it. Because the light shined into the darkness, but the darkness comprehended it not. So that ain't my fault. Some of y'all will always remain in darkness, and that darkness, when you put it on a scale, it equals up to a box, or when you're in the ground. When you're in the ground, you're in darkness. When your ass die, it's called your lights go out, you're in darkness. You're dead. Some of y'all remain in the darkness mentally, then eventually, physically, your ass be in darkness before your time. That's all I'm saying. So I know what I be doing. I know what I bring to the table. And it's entertainment purposes only. And I ain't gonna keep sounding like a broken record. I'm just gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna keep taking things to another level. And the people that's supposed to be around, they're gonna be around. That's it. I ain't with none of that other stuff. Episode 143. Y'all made it. I'm glad y'all here. It is what it is. I know the day be dragging, the day get boring. Some people win by default. It is what it is. I don't care. Anyway, TOREYLANEZ was briefly locked up yesterday. He was locked up for playing internet games, talking slick online about Megan Thee Stallion. When he went to court, he got locked up. He had to pay a $350,000 bond for running his mouth. And him running his mouth costed him bail money. That's it. And they still going to court for this case. We don't know if it's real or not. We don't know what really happened. Choose a side, or maybe both of them playing everybody. Who knows? Like I said earlier, it's a distraction. But what's real is the overdose epidemic. They say that's happening to black people right now as we speak. Before the white people had the opioid crisis, now they're calling this the overdose epidemic. They're calling this the overdose epidemic, and they said the number one loss in this epidemic is black people. That is the report from the CDC. The same ones that give you information of the C-19, for those that don't know. That's what's going on. That's really what's popping. And I forgot, and I ain't speak about, we got the homeless epidemic. We got the overdose epidemic. We got the crime epidemic. We got the inflation. We got the borders opening up. We got war overseas. Some people saying World War III. We got the cyber wars in the cut. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. But a lot of y'all still playing, and a lot of y'all still think everything is a game until your ass be one of those numbers. And I bet you that's what's going to happen to a lot of people. Watch what I tell you. So that's why I say, I already know that as time go on, the numbers going to drop anyway. Some people I see, I ain't going to be seeing them no more. Like that what happened to so-and-so, they used to be up in here. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be a fellow victim to one of those numbers. They're going to be a statistic because they already got your life written out. They already got certain things written out already. They're just waiting for the numbers to pan out. That's how it works. Yeah, that's what the secret societies really do. The secret societies, they put together plans and they write down numbers, and then they see how much of those numbers are going to come into fruition. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Word. But that's that on that. I done touched on everything that need to be touched on. Also, let me go on to this woman one more time. This Black Lives Matter leader, this swindler or whatever. This is my opinion. Don't get mad. If you down with the Black Lives Matter gang, don't get mad at me, all right? Your OG is a swindler. She's a finesser. I showed you 3 different pictures. I showed you how this is magic. In my opinion, that picture at the bottom is who she really is. And then you see these other pictures. You see her down here looking like Keisha. You see her up top looking like Shatoya. And to the right, she looked like she from Zamunda, a Black African queen. But in all reality, this is a masters of deception. These are tricks, and this is called shape-shifting. So you thought shape-shifting was no, this is called shape-shifting. When you can look at a person in 3 different pictures and every picture look different. Only reason why you know they ain't different because of that mole right there. Let's keep it 1,000. That's all I'm saying. So in her, what she says that the people that wrote the story on her, they are abusing her with their platform, even though within the story it said that the feds are scrutinizing them, meaning the feds have been doing their research. They are watching them, and they have been watching into their work behavior, but she want to blame it on the newspaper. She's supposed to blame it on the federal scrutiny, not the newspaper. The newspaper just reported the news. But let her tell it. She said the newspaper basically is trying to slander her and they capping. And she also said that the $6 million home is used for meetings. It's used to create content. It's used to foster creativity. And she said, that's basically what it's used for. She basically said that it's a business office. And we know that's BS. Because for one, you got to know what part of California it was in. You got to know the neighborhood. And one thing you have to remember, when it was first purchased, they didn't say none of that. They didn't say nothing about it being for no damn meetings or none of that. And she also said, this woman right here also said that, you know, she's been in fear. She's been with constant threat from white supremacists. And that's what she said. When she's smiling at that property, I don't see nothing about no white supremacists. And I don't never hear her talk about her daddy who put her in position. For those that know, I'm talking about Mr. George. So it is what it is. But she is an example of some of the women that'll do anything. And they got a black face. They look black. Yeah, they look black. They'll do anything for money. They will tell you anything. They will finesse any situation they can. They will make excuses. They will lie. And when they know they're wrong, it's 2 left shoes. If you wanted to do something for the black community, all you had to do was buy a $6 million, could have purchased some land. My point is $6 million, you could have broken up a whole lot of ways, and you could have built a whole lot of community centers in certain areas that need them. You know, you could have did a whole lot of stuff. I'm not going to sit here and get into that. We already know what she could have did with the $6 million. She bought a damn house, 6,000 square feet. She got caught. That's it. End of story. And you got to remember, the house is only an actual percentage of the money that they can show for, that they got caught with. It has nothing to do with the $66 million they got in donations. It has nothing to do with that. This is just a piece of the pie we are talking about. So ain't no telling how much money they got swindled and finessed through donations. That's it. That's why I told y'all nobody is to be trusted. I don't put my faith in human beings. But for those of y'all that do, good for you. That's it. Fun No Fan episode live 143. That's what it is. That's where we at with it. Salute to all my family. Y'all know I'm gonna be back at it again. Good morning, Miss Selena. Thanks for pulling up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the all notification bell. You hit the notification bell and you make sure you click on when it says all notifications. If you feel a certain way, you don't agree with what I said, say something in the comments. If you agree with what I said, you got any type of opinion, you say something in the comments. Because I told y'all, that's how I know who really family, from the comments. We did it. We made it again. I'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all have a good day. Y'all stay strong. Don't worry about no haters. Look, don't co-sign no bullshit. And I'm out.